What if everything you're experiencing right now isn't random? What if the people who enter your life, the chances that arise, and even the setbacks that seem to haunt you aren't accidents, but reflections? Reflections of the beliefs you hold most strongly, not just the ones you say out loud, but the quiet convictions buried deep inside, the ones that shape how you see the world and how the world in turn responds to you. What if your life isn't something happening to you, but something you're calling in, moment by moment, belief by belief? Most people go through life like passengers, convinced that their circumstances control their reality. They blame luck, fate, or the actions of others for what unfolds. But ancient wisdom, mystical teachings, and even aspects of modern quantum theory whisper a different message, one that's hidden in plain sight. You are not just observing life passively, you are a magnet. What you believe, you draw in. Let's go deeper. Imagine your beliefs as blueprints for your inner world. They act like invisible threads, weaving together your expectations, fears, hopes, and assumptions. These threads send out signals, like subtle frequencies into the universe, drawing back experiences that match that vibration. This isn't just poetic language. It's grounded in how your brain works. Your mind naturally seeks out information that confirms what you already believe. It filters and bends perception to fit your existing assumptions. And as you begin to expect certain outcomes, you unconsciously adjust your behavior, your decisions, your energy, until the world outside reflects what once was only internal thought. This is the invisible framework of reality. It's not about magic, it's about resonance. Consider someone who deeply believes people can't be trusted. Even when surrounded by kind souls, they'll search for reasons to doubt, interpreting everything through suspicion. They might even push people away or create betrayal scenarios, only to say, "See, I was right." But the truth is, they didn't discover reality, they shaped it. Now imagine someone who believes they are worthy of love, opportunity, and abundance, not with arrogance, but a calm inner certainty. That belief acts like a compass. It changes how they speak, how they walk, what they notice, and what they're drawn to. Doors open, people respond, and life reflects back their internal knowing. This isn't delusion, it's precision. Your belief is the filter through which you interpret life, and more importantly, how you show up in it. And the way you show up decides what flows to you. The universe doesn't deliver what you want, it reflects what you're in alignment with. You can say you want peace, but if you believe the world is chaotic and unsafe, you'll attract conflict. You can say you want wealth, but if deep down you think money is wrong or scarce, you'll sabotage opportunities. You can't manifest beyond the beliefs you hold. They are the gatekeepers of your experience. That's the uncomfortable truth. If you want to change your life, you must confront your beliefs, especially the ones you don't even know you're carrying. Most beliefs are unconscious. They were inherited in childhood, absorbed from culture, trauma, repetition. They lurk behind your thoughts, shaping your reactions, desires, fears, and dreams. Unless you pause, observe, and question them, they will silently govern your destiny. Start small. Begin by noticing your reactions. When someone succeeds, do you feel admiration or envy? That's a clue. When you fail, do you say, "I'm not enough," or "I'm still learning"? That's a mirror. When someone gives you a compliment, do you receive it or deflect it? That moment reveals how deeply worthy you feel. These little moments aren't insignificant. They reveal your inner operating system, the beliefs that are shaping your outer life. But here's the good news: beliefs aren't fixed. They're not facts. They're simply choices you've forgotten you made, and you can unmake them. You can challenge the belief that says, "I'm not intelligent enough." Where did it come from? Is it still valid? You can question the belief that says, "Good things never last." Who planted that in your mind, and why? Every belief is like a spell. The moment you question it, you loosen its grip. That's why mystics, sages, and modern thought leaders have echoed the same truth: as within, so without. As you think, so you become. Belief is the seed, reality is the fruit. And if the fruit is bitter, don't blame the tree. Check the roots. Examine what's been growing beneath the surface, beyond your awareness. Because the moment you become aware, you reclaim your power. You stop living on autopilot. You stop attracting what you fear. You begin to call in what you consciously choose. The shift doesn't require effort. It requires awareness, not fake positivity, but an honest, grounded clarity that bends reality to match your truth. Some people seem to stumble into success or joy, but it's not luck. They're aligned. And alignment starts with clarity. What do you really believe about love, money, your own worth? Do you see the world as safe or dangerous? Do you believe you're deserving of good things, or are you waiting for them to disappear? Every answer shapes your energy. Every belief plants a seed, and every seed becomes your reality. You can't grow roses from seeds of fear. The universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your frequency, and your frequency is built from your beliefs. If you're filled with guilt, shame, anxiety, or scarcity, even when good things enter your life, you'll reject them. You'll question, sabotage, or push them away because they don't align with your inner story. So here's your invitation. Rewrite the story. You don't have to become someone new. You simply have to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. Peel back the layers. Return to your essence. You're not broken. You're not unlucky. You're not cursed. You've just been believing in illusions that no longer serve you. When you drop them, life begins to move differently. It flows. It opens. It responds. You start to believe that you are powerful, whole, connected. Even the smallest shift in belief can ripple outward. A stranger smiles. A door opens. You feel lighter. These aren't coincidences. They're feedback from a new frequency. The more consistently you shift inside, the more reality shifts outside. But this is where most give up. They see a little progress, then snap back to the old patterns. Why? Because this work takes repetition. You've been programming your beliefs for years, decades even, through culture, family, school, media. Rewriting them takes time. Each belief is like a well-worn path in your brain. To create a new one, you must walk a new trail again and again until it becomes natural. Many people try to manifest from a place of lack. They say, "I want abundance," but their vibration is desperation. The energy behind the words is fear, and that fear becomes the broadcast. The universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to energy, and energy doesn't lie. True attraction happens when desire and belief align. You want love, and you believe you're lovable. You want success, and you believe you're capable. You want freedom, and you believe it's safe to be free. When your internal world supports your external goals, manifestation becomes effortless. But there's a trap: expecting instant results. Beliefs are like seeds. If you dig them up every day to check if they're growing, you kill them. You must plant your beliefs with trust. Nurture them with repetition. Water them with action, not desperation. A belief doesn't become real until you live it. You can say, "I believe in abundance," but if you panic every time you spend money, the old belief still rules. You can say, "I believe in love," but if you push people away, your body still obeys fear. Belief must be embodied, lived, practiced, especially before evidence appears. That's the paradox. You must act as if not to fake it, but to align with what you're calling in. Ancient traditions didn't stress faith as blind obedience, but as inner knowing, the belief that what you seek is already seeking you. And when your belief reaches that level of clarity, reality bends. But many of your core beliefs are fused with emotion. They were born in trauma, loss, rejection. Until those emotions are felt and processed, the beliefs remain frozen in time. Maybe you were abandoned as a child, and now you believe people always leave. That belief follows you, shaping relationships, choices, expectations, not because you're broken, but because your energy is trying to protect you. To release it, you must feel what lies beneath: grief, anger, fear. Healing isn't just mental, it's emotional, energetic, and spiritual. And as you release old pain, new space opens. Space for new stories, new beliefs. You can choose to believe in love, even if your past says otherwise. You can believe in miracles, even if logic disagrees, because belief doesn't wait for proof. It creates proof. This is how you bend reality, not by force, but by frequency. The most powerful people in history weren't necessarily the smartest. They simply believed in something so deeply that the world adjusted around them. People followed their conviction. Doors opened. Reality responded to their internal certainty. That power is not reserved for a chosen few. It's available to you right now, but only if you stop waiting for permission. Belief is the first creative act, before the outcome, before the evidence. So what are you choosing to believe today? Even in doubt, you're believing something. Maybe you believe you're stuck, or that life is unfair, or that your best days are gone. As long as you believe that, life will reflect it, not because it's true, but because you've tuned your frequency to it. To change your life, you must change your signal. Speak to yourself with direction, not fake positivity, but conscious truth. When fear arises, don't deny it. Feel it, then choose a higher path. When the old story returns, don't resist it. Observe it, then rewrite it. This is sacred work, because every new belief is an act of reclamation, reclaiming your life, your power, your truth. It changes how you move, how you love, how you respond to failure. You stop surviving. You begin creating, not from struggle, but from clarity. Clarity is magnetic. When you believe in your worth, others feel it. When you trust your path, doors open. When you believe you're safe, life softens. You haven't changed the world. You've changed you, and the world responds. Because here's the truth. You don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. And who you are is built moment by moment through what you believe. So now you stand on the edge of transformation, not because the world changed, but because you did. And once you see your beliefs for what they are, not facts but choices, you begin to create intentionally. Let's go even deeper. Belief shapes identity. And most people don't just have beliefs, they become them. They don't say, I hold a belief that I'm uncreative. They say, I'm not creative. It fuses with identity, but every identity is just a belief that hardened into a story. Maybe you were told you're too sensitive and believed you're weak. Maybe you failed once and now believe you're doomed to fail. But these aren't truths. They're roles, masks. And these masks become cages. They define what you think is possible. They attract patterns that reflect the false self, not your potential. The way out. Dissolve the identity, not by erasing yourself, but by questioning the story. Pay attention to your language. Notice when you say, I always or I never. Those are identity traps. What if instead of I always mess up, you said, I'm still learning? Small shifts, but powerful ones. Because your subconscious hears everything, and what you affirm, you reinforce. But belief work isn't just mental, it's energetic. If you see yourself as small, broken, unsure, your energy contracts. But when you believe you are worthy, powerful, whole, your energy expands, and the world responds. You don't need proof to believe. You need courage. the courage to trust in a self you've yet to meet, the courage to release old stories, the courage to embody a truth before it's validated, because the world will catch up. Reality always lags behind belief. But this is where most people give up, right before the shift fully lands. Hold the belief, even when nothing has changed. That's how transformation works. Slowly, silently, then all at once. Now ask yourself, what would your life look like if every belief supported your highest self? If your inner world was aligned with clarity, strength, love, and abundance? Your external reality would have to shift, because it's not the source. It's the echo. Most live in reverse, waiting for proof before they believe. But creation starts with belief. The universe responds to your frequency, not your words, not your effort. So align with who you truly are. Live as the version of you that already knows, already trusts, already is, and let the world reflect it back. You're not here to fix yourself. You're here to remember yourself, to embody your truth so fully that it transforms everything it touches. That's the power of belief. So what belief will you choose to embody starting now? Speak it, live it, let it reshape your world. Thank you so much for listening. If you feel that you got something out of it, please consider joining my channel so that I can continue to grow. By doing so, you become more than a subscriber. You become part of a community of like-minded people searching for truth and love. See you in the next video.